Oh, Barbara Manatee, you're still the one for me. The number 2 silly song of our first 10 years, Endangered Love.
We join Larry as he follows the tragic saga of Barbara Manatee in the daytime drama, Endangered Love.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me. Sent from up above, you are the one I love.
Please don't cry, Barbara. You're a nice manatee. You've been so good to me. But I must go into the world and do noble things for the good of all. And you can't come because you don't speak French. Au revoir.
But if you leave, Bill, who will take me to the ball? Who's going to take me to the ball, Bill? I have a new dress and shoes, a new manatee lipstick. Who will take me to the ball?
I'll take you to the ball, Barbara Manatee.
Please don't go.
I must.
Don't go.
I must.
Don't.
Must.
Don't.
Must.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me. Sent from up above, you are the one I love. Barbara Manatee, I'll be your Mon Ami. I'll take you to the ball. I hope you're not too tall.
Bill, I've learned French.
You have?
Mais oui, je suis manatee. See?
Oui, oui, mon ami. I always knew you could. I really hoped you would. Now can we go into the world and do noble things for the good of all?
Yes, but first, Bill, will you take me to the ball? Oh, Bill, will you take me to the ball?
I can't dance.
You can't.
No.
I must go.
Please don't go.
I must.
Don't go.
I must.
Don't.
Must.
Don't.
Must.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one.
Larry, what are you doing?
Jeff, watching a little TV, Bob?
Well, maybe you should read a book.
Yeah, okay.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Bill say,
Barbara, I've learned to dance.
Oh, Bill.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
Another lonely day in a crowded town, making our way the best we know how.
Singing man.
Oh yeah! But we're moving up.
Yo, up.
We're moving in.
Coming at ya.
Got our dishes packed.
Yeah, they are stacked.
They've been wrapped to win.
Protect the porcelain.
Ain't gonna break it.
Yo, listen up.
No way.
Even if I shake it.
Yeah, man.
All day.
Covered with love, sealed against troubles, sheltered in a glove of bubbles, 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 safe inside the arms of my bubble, bubble, bubble wrap.
What up, B.I.T.s? Let's wrap that wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, K-Wheel.
Bubble wrap. Love to hear that bubble snap. Soft like clouds, thunderclap. Bubbly bubble wrap.
Oh yeah, we're gonna snap, 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 rap, rap.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna snap, snap, snap,
Larry. Tune in next time to hear the boys sing.
We're rapping and we're snapping our bubble, bubble, bubble wrap.
Oh, snap!
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
Asteroid, 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 asteroid cowboy.
Oh, my little rocky doggy, your orbit has been stirred. Don't you dare be sneaking out, gotta get back in the herd. It's lonely out in outer space, they say it never ends. I know you'll feel much better back here with all your friends. Home, home out in space, keeping them asteroids in place. And here they'll all stay, but if one can say wait, we'll begin our spurs and give chase. Let's go get it, boys! On my trusty rocket horsey, so swiftly do I ride. I blaze a trail with fiery tail, my posse at my side.
Yeah, we're his asteroid posse. We roam the Milky Way.
We'll lasso up them asteroids if any go astray.
Didn't see that coming.
Home, home out in space, keeping them asteroids in place. Oh, we gotta take care, 'cause without any air, the vacuum will suck out your face. Can't do that on Earth.
Actually, kind of hurts when I do that.
Come on, boys, that's a big one.
I think it might be a little too big.
Giddy up, posse. Just one more today. Why do I chase these asteroids? I suppose it's just my thing. Big or small, I'll rope them all, so yippee-ki-yay, I sing. Yee-haw!
Whoopie-tie-yo there, cowboy.
You better pull back soon.
You're having fun, but cutting run, or you'll run into that.
Ow! Sleeping out under the stars. So much beauty out here to admire.
Oh, the ground's never down.
But when we set up camp,
It's impossible to light a fire. I think it might be that no air thing again.
yeah,
You know, you can roast marshmallows on Earth.
I want to be a cowboy on Earth.
Asteroid cowboys in space, keeping them asteroids in place.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Larry say,
Come on, guys. You can't do this on Earth.
and now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of Check the... it, Leo dude. Yo, me and the boys had an idea about another way to tell this Mo story. Right, boys? Yo! Yo, listen to the boys and we'll tell you now how losing your cool and having a cow can run you out when your lid gets flipped and get your mug up all over Egypt. On the banks of the Nile, born and in the grip of the pharaoh in his teenage chilling, kicking, wearing silk jamsies, learning hieroglyphics from his granddad Ramses when a whack Egyptian
Black belt kung fu
started whooping it up.
on his homie Hebrew.
Could have called the cops, stood back, but instead
He took a big stick upside of his head.
our man's down in Egypt. Our troubles are severe. Na 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 na. The stress down in Egypt increases more each year. Na 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 na. Now word spread fast and he got all scared. He'd be better off by avoiding the pharaoh. He packed his bags thinking if he'd stay, they'd be punishing him in a capital way. Now Lord only knew, but he thought he might
Stay a while in the desert like a Midianite.
to disengage his rage and become equipped to return to his home as the Prince of Egypt. I guess down in Egypt, no moving day is near. Na 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 na. Unless the Prince of Egypt will take us out of here. Na na na
No. Let's stick with the Western.
See you guys. It's impossibly delicious.
It's incredibly delightful.
There's a piece on your lips. We shouldn't miss this biteful. Ah. Oh, wait a minute. This is my grandparents. Nothing to see here. Let's just skip to the end. That's how my grandmother and my grandmother. I still don't know how many greats, but they brought together the family. And invented macaroni and cheese.
The cheese and macaroni.
It's a macaroni and cheese. It's great.
This has been Silly Songs with Mary. Tune in next time to hear Antonio say,
It's a great.
Hi, kids, and welcome to VeggieTales. I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry. The cucumber.
And we're here to answer your questions.
Right.
Now, we got a letter today from a kid named, Jimmy, who lives in a place near Texas somewhere.
Yeah. Texas.
This kid, Jimmy, says that he knows this other kid named,
Jerry.
Yeah, sure, Jerry. But this other kid named Jerry. Now, Jimmy said that this kid, Jerry, is so selfish, one of the most selfish kids in the whole world. So selfish, it just makes you sick.
No, he's not.
Who's not?
Jerry. He's not selfish. He's nice.
No, he's selfish. Remember the letter?
No. Jimmy said Jerry was nice and that other kid, Hubert, was selfish.
Hubert?
Yeah, Hubert.
Who's gonna name their kid Hubert? Look, Larry, in the letter we got today from that kid Jimmy, who lives near Texas somewhere, it said that his friend Jerry was selfish. That's what it said. Remember?
You want a piece of me?
Hey, whoa! Oh, man, you're the one that said Jerry.
Hey, what's going on here?
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Hi there. I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm not selfish.
You're not Bob the Tomato. I'm Bob the Tomato. Jimmy? Jerry? Is that you? What in the world are you guys doing?
Oh, man. We were just trying to help you guys out.
Yeah, help.
We figured you needed a break.
Break? I just had a break. I don't need another one.
Oh, come on, Bob. Please let us do this. We've been wanting to host a show ever since Dave and the Giant Pickle.
I don't know about this. I'm not sure
We got a story.
You do?
Yeah, we do. Jerry wrote it himself. Right, Jerry?
That's right, Jimmy. I got a story. Well, what's it about?
It teaches kids not to be selfish.
Huh. Well, that's a good thing to teach kids, I suppose. Maybe if you've got a good story.
Oh, thanks, Bob. You won't be sorry. You'll see.
What's it called?
It's called, I don't know. Jerry, what's it called?
It's called The Englishman Who Went Up a Hill and Came Down with All the Bananas.
Catchy.
Well, then, if you'll excuse us, we've got a show to do.
Oh, okay.
Break a leg.
Well, Jimmy from near Texas, here's a story for you to show that other selfish kid.
Hubert. Roll film. Roll film. The Englishman Who Went Up a Hill and Came Down with All the Bananas.
bushman who went up a hill and came down with all the bananas, leaving, of course, the inhabitants of the hill with no bananas, and therefore bestowing the term selfish upon myself.
You're so selfish!
I know, but I've got all the bananas.
Well, aren't you going to eat them?
Why, of course not. You can't eat bananas without strawberries.
Hello, I'm the Swede who went up a hill and came down with all the strawberries, leaving, of course, the inhabitants of the hill with no strawberries, and therefore bestowing the term selfish upon myself.
You're not Swedish.
Shh!
You're so selfish!
I know, but I've got all the strawberries.
Well, are you going to eat them?
Oh no, you can't eat strawberries without bananas.
Pardon me, good Swede. Could you spare a strawberry?
No?
You're so selfish!
Excuse me, Mr. Englishman. Could I trouble you for a banana?
No.
You're so selfish! You guys are not so bright!
The end.
Oh, wow. That was something. I guess it's not good to be selfish, eh, Jerry?
Nope. Not so good.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see if QWERTY has a verse for us today.
Yeah, QWERTY.
Hi, QWERTY. Got a verse? QWERTY? 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 Oh, great. Somebody turned off QWERTY. Who turned off QWERTY? Let's see. Control, Shift, Tab, Delete. No. Shift, Escape, 6, Option. No, Function, Escape, Tab, L.
Hey, Jimmy.
Oh, would ya look at that? Don't be selfish. That's a good one. Well, we're out of time for today, kids. Remember...
Hold it! Stop! You can't end a show like that. Well, it's way too short. The story was kind of, well, I don't know. QWERTY's off, and there's not even a verse. No, this is all wrong. We gotta do it again. My apologies, boys and girls. We're gonna give this another go-round. Jimmy, Jerry, take off those ridiculous costumes. We've got a real story to tell. Larry, do you remember that letter we got from Lucy Thomas of Bismarck, North Dakota?
Yeah. The one where she said she didn't like to play with her sister because she wanted to keep all her toys to herself?
That's the one. I'd say it's about time we taught little Lucy a thing or two about being selfish. What do you say?
I say aye, Skipper.
It's good to be back. Action! Once upon a time, there lived a king. Like other kings, he had a really neat castle to live in and a lovely little kingdom to rule. But unlike other kings, this king spent most of his time in the bathtub. Oh yes, his name was George. King George. King George, Your Highness, do you think you'll be coming out anytime soon? We have important business to discuss.
What do you think, Ducky? Oh, I couldn't agree more. Not right now, Louis. We're not finished with our royal bath.
It's quite important, sir.
Oh, Ducky, why can't they just leave us alone?
Yes, it was a little odd. You see, the kingdom was at war. The Great Pie War, to be exact. And usually, when a kingdom was at war, the king would, help.
It'll have to wait, Louis. First thing first. Right, Ducky?
King George loved to take baths, but most of all, King George loved his rubber ducky.
Some kings love horses, and some kings love cattle. Some kings love leading their troops into battle. But me, I'm not like that. I find that stuff yucky. I'd much rather stay in my tub with my ducky. Because I love my duck.
Sir, if I could have a minute.
Love my duck.
There are some things we must discuss.
I love my duck.
See, there's a war and, well, we're in it.
Love my duck.
Oh, I don't mean to make a fuss.
Then don't. Sing with me, Louis.
Huh? Oh, okay. Because he loves his duck.
And that is why I can't be bothered.
Loves his duck.
With the particulars of war.
He loves his duck.
'Cause quite unlike my dear old father.
Loves his duck.
I find it all a bore. Now concentrate, dear Louis, and I think you will agree. The most important person in the whole wide world is me. So please don't drag me down with all the people and their troubles. Go run some water in my tub to freshen up my bubbles.
Oh, boy.
Because I love my duck.
I don't know why I even bother.
Love my duck.
You just can't reason with this guy.
Because I love my duck.
It's time to face the facts. I think we're all a little stuck.
So let the army run amok.
I fear the kingdom's out of luck.
Because I love my duck.
Yes, undoubtedly we're stuck.
So let the army run amok.
Oh boy, we're really out of luck.
Because I love my... Hey, what's that? Give me a quarter.
Because I love my duck, you're always there to make me smile. I love my duck, you're my very favorite toy. Because I love my duck.
It's beautiful. I want it.
What? The house?
No, the ducky.
Oh, but you already have a ducky.
What are you saying? That I shouldn't have whatever I want?
Well...
I must have it, I must get it, you must go and get it for me. If you want me to be happy, then you'll show me you adore me. Don't rest another minute till it's sitting here before me. If you want to do your best, I would suggest you go and bring me back that duck.
But sir, if I could just jog your memory, you already have quite a few duckies.
Those are yesterday's duckies.
Huh? Well, these are all perfectly good duckies. Why, most of your loyal subjects would love to have even one ducky this nice.
I don't like these, I don't need these, I don't want these any longer. My affection for those duckies isn't getting any stronger. To say I can't have what I want, you couldn't be more wronger. Don't ask me to explain, there will be pain if you don't go and get that duck.
our conversation is over.
Did you say wronger?
What? I don't know. Perhaps.
It's more wrong, not more wronger.
It had to rhyme. Don't question the king's grammar. Now go and get that duck.
But King George, we can't just barge in and take Thomas's duck.
Why not?
Well, he'll tell people, and then everyone will think you're gonna come in and take their stuff. You can't run a kingdom that way.
No, all right. Well, then we'll have to do something about Thomas.
What?
Come in. Ah, Cedric, my favorite general. How goes the war?
As Lewis has told you, the Pie War has grown ferocious. We need more men at the front.
Lewis didn't tell me that.
I was trying to, but you wouldn't come out of the...
More men, eh?
Yes, we need more men.
You know, I believe Thomas would like to help.
Thomas? He's rather small.
He's surprisingly strong for his size.
As you wish, sire. Your Highness.
And one more thing, Cedric. Put Thomas at the front of the battle, then have everyone else step back.
But he'll be creamed.
Your king has spoken.
As you wish, sire.
Lewis, meet me at dusk at the East Gate. We've got a little job to do.
It was terrible. Lewis didn't want Thomas to get hurt, and he certainly didn't want to take his ducky, but he also didn't want King George to send him to the Pie War too. So he did what the king asked.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. We join Larry as he follows the tragic saga of Barbara Manatee in the daytime drama Endangered Love.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me. Sent from up above, you are the one I love.
Please don't cry, Barbara. You're a nice manatee. You've been so good to me. But I must go into the world and do noble things for the good of all. And you can't come because you don't speak French. Au revoir.
But if you leave, Bill, who will take me to the ball? Who's going to take me to the ball, Bill? I have a new dress and shoes, a new manatee lipstick. Who will take me to the ball?
I'll take you to the ball, Barbara Manatee.
Please don't go.
I must.
Don't go.
I must.
Don't.
Must.
Don't.
Must.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me. Sent from up above, you are the one I love. Barbara Manatee, I'll be your Mon Ami. I'll take you to the ball. I hope you're not too tall.
Bill, I've learned French.
You have?
Mais oui, je suis manatee. See?
Oui, oui, mon ami. I always knew you could. I really hoped you would. Now can we go into the world and do noble things for the good of all?
Yes, but first, Bill, will you take me to the ball? Oh, Bill, will you take me to the ball?
I can't dance.
You can't.
No.
I must go.
Please don't go.
I must.
Don't go.
I must.
Don't.
Must.
Don't.
Must.
watching a little TV, Bob?
Well, maybe you should read a book.
Yeah, okay.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Bill say,
Barbara, I've learned to dance.
Oh, Bill.
All right, follow me and try to act inconspicuous. We did it! Oh, now I'm happy! Let's have a look at it.
It looks just like your other duckies.
What? Hold your tongue, infidel! This is the most perfect ducky the world has ever known! It's time for a bath! Who could that be? Come in!
Thomas!
Yes, Thomas! Back so soon?
It was astounding. There he was, alone at the front line. But he never gave up. He stood his ground, and this little fellow single-handedly stopped the advancing horde.
He did?
He's a war hero, sire.
Yes. Well, Thomas,
Incoming! Boysenberry at 3 o'clock!
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid he's lost his mind, sire. The trauma of war. Oh, no. Well, how long will he be like this? No telling. Perhaps the rest of his life.
Yeah?
Cobbler in the hole! Hit the deck!
Well, we will give him the highest honor of the kingdom.
Yes, sire. If he were conscious, I'm sure he would thank you. I'll take him to his room now.
Thank you, Cedric. Now, finally, I can take that bath.
Oh, I feel just terrible.
Oh, that's all right. I still have time for my bath.
What? Are you the only one you think about?
No, I've been thinking about this ducky for quite some time now. Since Thomas has lost his marbles, he won't be needing it. So come on, help me out with that bath. Oh, great. Come in.
I did.
I see. And who are you?
You remember me. I am Melvin, that slightly odd wise man who shows up every so often to tell you things.
Ah, yes. Well, what is it?
I have to tell you a little story.
Not now. I'm gonna go take a bath. Come back at bedtime.
It's important.
Oh, okay. What's that?
It's a flannel graph to illustrate.
Ooh, flannel graph.
There once was a man, a very rich man. He had a lot of sheep, he had a lot of land. He threw a lot of parties, he was dapper, he was tan. Yes, there once was a very rich man.
Okay, great story. I'll see you next time.
Wait just a minute, my story isn't done. It's about two men, and I've I've only mentioned one.
Oh.
There once was a man, a very poor man. He had next to nothing, just a little lamb. But he loved it like a son, and he fed it from his hand. Yes, there once was a very poor man. Then one day, there was a guest at the house of the rich man. What did he do? Have you guessed? To feed the guest of the rich man.
Well, let's see. He had plenty of sheep, so he could just share one of his sheep. Not a problem.
He took the lamb of the poor man. He took the lamb of the poor man. The rich man took to feed his guest the very, very poor man's lamb.
What? Is that a true story?
As surely as I stand before you today, my story is true.
Who is that man? Tell me. To take the lamb of the poor man, when he had lots of sheep, and the poor man only had one. Man! For his cruelty, he will spend the rest of his days locked in my dungeon. Who is he?
Oh, King George, you are that man.
What?
You are the king. You have many duckies. But Thomas only had one, and he loved it very much. But you weren't thinking about Thomas. You were only thinking about yourself and what you wanted.
But
Your Highness, what you have done has made God very unhappy. For whether you are a king or just a kid, God wants us all to think of others first. You have been selfish, King George, and when we are selfish, we hurt the people around us, just as you have hurt Thomas. God wants us to love our neighbors, not hurt them.
What do I do? What do I do?
Here is what you must do. Ask God to forgive you. Ask Thomas to forgive you. And then...
Yes?
Make it right. Well, King George knew exactly what to do.
Louis, draw a bath.
What?
Trust me.
Okay.
I gotta find Thomas.
He figured a nice hot bath in the royal tub would help Thomas.
Hello? Here, let's clean you up a little.
And sure enough, he was right.
Hey, where am I? Wow, big tub. Am I in heaven?
No, silly. It's just my bathtub. I've got something for you.
My ducky.
King George told Thomas what he had done and asked Thomas if he could forgive him. After thinking it over a bit, Thomas said yes. Then King George prayed and asked God to forgive him too. Yes, sir, being forgiven felt really great. And the people he had hurt, Thomas and even Louis, by making him do things Louis knew were wrong, felt much better once they knew King George was really sorry. Yep, it was a happy day. So, King George, what'd you learn today?
What I learned? Let me tell you. Today, I learned that being unselfish doesn't pay. I tried it just the other day. I wanted to be happy. I thought it was the way, but it weren't.
I think you mean wasn't. It wasn't the way.
Well, now I know just what to do. Before I think about me, I better think about you. So send a message out to every boy and girl. There's no better way to make a really yucky world than being selfish.
Selfish.
It doesn't pay. I tried it.
You tried it just the other day.
I wanted to be happy.
You thought it was the way.
But it weren't.
Wait a minute.
No, it weren't.
Wasn't. It should be.
No, it weren't.
King George. It wasn't.
No, it weren't.
Was not.
No, it weren't.
Wasn't. Well, that was really something.
I'll say. King George sure learned a valuable lesson about being selfish.
He sure did. In fact, the next day, he went around his kingdom giving his old duckies away to anyone who wanted one, so they could be happy too.
Wow.
We're over here by QWERTY to talk about what we've learned today.
And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. And God has a lot to say in his book.
What? Hey, you wouldn't let us do the show. We gotta do something.
Oh, all right.
You see, we know that God's word is for everyone. Now that our song is done, we'll take a look. Look. Take it, Bob.
King George learned that being selfish, like when we want to take something that belongs to someone else, or when we won't share the things that belong to us, well, it hurts the people around us.
That's right, Bob. Hey, let's see if QWERTY had the verse.
Good idea, Larry.
Love each other as brothers and sisters, and honor others more than you do yourself. Romans 12:10.
So the Bible says that instead of just trying to honor ourselves or make ourselves happy, we should think about the people around us, about our friends at school or our brothers and sisters. What could we do that would make them feel good? Lucy Thomas of Bismarck, North Dakota, I bet it would make your sister very happy if you would share your toys with her.
I think so too, Bob. Well, we're out of time for today, so remember, kids,
God made you special, and He loves you very much.
Hey, Bob, if it's okay with you, some friends of ours would like to take the next show.
What?
Hello! I am Bob the Tomato!
And I am Larry the Cucumber!
I don't feel good about that.
Goodbye!
Wait, huh?
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Larry will be performing the traditional Argentinian ballad, The Dance of the Cucumber, in its original Spanish. Bob the Tomato will translate.
Miren al pepino.
Watch the
bien
cucumber.
Cómo se
See
mueve,
how he moves.
como un león.
Like a lion
tras un
chasing
ratón.
a mouse.
Miren al pepino.
Watch the cucumber.
Qué suaves
Oh, how
movimientos.
smooth his
Es
motion.
como
Like
mantequilla
butter
en un
on a
chango pelón.
bald monkey.
Miren al
Watch
pepino.
the cucumber.
Los
All the
vegetales.
vegetables
Envidian a su
envy
amigo
their
como
friend,
él quieren
wishing
bailar.
to dance as he.
Pepino bailarín.
Dancing cucumber.
Pepino bailarín.
Dancing cucumber.
Pepino bailarín.
Dancing cucumber.
Baila, baila
Dance, dance, yeah.
ya. Miren el tomate.
Look at the tomato.
No es triste.
Isn't it
Él
sad?
no puede
He
bailar.
can't dance.
Pobre tomate.
Poor tomato.
Él desearía poder bailar como el pepino.
He wishes he could dance, like the cucumber,
Libre y suavemente.
free and smooth,
Pero no puede danzar.
but he can't. Okay, stop the music. What do you mean I can't dance? I can dance. Well, what about Uncle Louie's polka party? Didn't you see me dancing at Uncle Louie's polka party?
No comprendo.
No comprendo. I'll show you no comprendo.
Mom! Dad! Look over here! Get a picture of me next to the cucumber in authentic Argentinian garb!
Okay, Junior, but we better hurry. I think the dwarves have your mother confused with someone else. Say peas.
Peas. Escuchen al pepino.
Listen to the cucumber.
Oigan su voz
Hear
fuerte.
his strong
como
voice.
un león.
Like a lion.
Listo a devorar.
About to eat.
Escuchen al pepino.
Listen to the cucumber.
Qué dulce es su
How
canto.
sweet his voice.
Que sopla
The
su
breath from his
garganta
throat is
parece
like a
un
chorus
trinar.
of little birdies.
Escuchen al
Listen to the
pepino.
cucumber.
Los
All the
vegetales
vegetables
envidian a su
envy their
amigo
friend,
como él
wishing
quieren
to sing
cantar.
as he.
Pepino
Singing
cantador.
cucumber.
Pepino
Singing
cantador.
cucumber.
Pepino
Singing
cantador.
cucumber.
Canta,
Sing,
canta
sing,
ya.
yeah.
Escuchen al tomate.
Listen to the
¿No
tomato.
es triste?
Isn't it sad?
Él no puede
He
cantar.
can't sing.
Pobre tomate.
Poor tomato.
Él desearía poder cantar.
He wishes he could sing.
Fuerte y luce como el pepino.
Strong and sweet like the cucumber.
Pero no puede.
But he can't.
Ni siquiera dar un silbido.
Can't even whistle. All right, that's it, senor. Come over here and let me sing you a song.
Adios, amigos.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Larry sing.
Bob is really angry. I hope he doesn't catch me. It's so hard to run with the sombrero on my head.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
There once was a boy who lived in a house, and the house sat under a tree. By the tree ran a fence that stretched far and wide around the gated community.
Can I have my ball? Can you get my ball? I kicked it into the tree, and my ball bounced up, and my ball dropped in to the gated community.
Oh, the gated community is where we like to be. Everything's so lovely, oh, our hearts are filled with glee. And when you come to visit, you can stand outside and see what a lovely bunch we are in our gated unity.
Can I have my ball? Can you get my ball? I kicked it into the tree, and my ball bounced up, and my ball dropped in to the gated community.
Oh, the gated community is where we like to be. Our clothes are never dirty and our lawns are always green. And when you come to visit, you can stand outside and see what a tiny bunch we are in our gated unity. The gated community, we think you will agree, is pleasantly devoid of unsightly stray debris.
Free up, free.
Gated community. Our smiles are wide, smiles and comfy custody. And when you come to visit, you stand outside. What a smiley bunch we are in our gated unity.
Can I have my ball?
Community
Can you get
is
my
where we like
ball?
to be. Our
I
lives have
kicked
been made
it
perfect
into
by
the
a happy
tree,
entrance fee.
and my ball bounced
when you come
up,
to visit,
and my
you
ball
can
dropped
stand outside and
in
see
to the gated community.
what a lovely bunch we are.
To the gated community.
What a happy bunch we are in our gated unity.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry.
Oh, look, a ball.
Tune in next time to hear Larry say...
Thank you.
And now it's time for an installment in the history of fashion with Archibald, the part of the show where Archibald comes out and shares a lesson in the history of fashion. In the olden days, the biggest craze with the folks who lived back then of the bourgeoisie, an accessory for the women and the men. Not pant or shirt, nor blouse or skirt, or anything made from thread, but woven hair from horse or bear situated on the head.
Our astonishing wigs!
They're enormously big.
We love our astonishing wigs!
Astonishing wigs, astonishing wigs. Do you like our astonishing wigs? From most famous queens of greatest means to the lowly Duchess fair, ran a common thread upon the head for those unhappy with their hair. Now you can bet that even pets and livestock would confer So wigs they took to improve the look of their bristles and their fur.
Our astonishing wigs!
They're enormously big. We love our astonishing wigs. Astonishing wigs, do you like our astonishing wigs? We are the pigs in wigs, yes, our locks are very big, and we squeal without a care in our artificial hair.
Our hearts are most enthralled,
Since pigs like us are bald, so we'll sing and we'll smile, and we'll proudly flaunt the style of our astonishing wigs.
And so it's said this fashion spread from the lofty to the low. From prince to pig, the look was big and continued thus to grow. Hence girls and boys would dress their toys in manufactured mops. Then bush and tree soon too would see small wigs upon their tops.
Our astonishing wigs!
They're enormously big.
We love our astonishing wigs.
Astonishing wigs, do you like our astonishing wigs? These are our wigs in wigs, yes, our locks are very big, and they dance without a care in their artificial hair.
We don't panic if their hair gets problematic.
We just sit back and smile.
for the fabricated style.
Astonishing wigs! Astonishing wigs!
So you think I'm silly?
Well, yes.
This has been an installment in the history of fashion with Archibald. Tune in next time to hear Archibald say,
So then, after a while, wigs went out of fashion, and everyone turned to bell-bottoms.
Oh, brother.
Our astonishing wigs!
and now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry. The part of
Check it, VO dude. Yo, me and the boys had an idea about another way to tell this Mo story. Right, boys? Yo! Listen to the boys and we'll tell you now how losing your cool and having a cow can run you out when your lid gets flipped and get your mug up all over Egypt. On the banks of the Nile, born and in the grip of the pharaoh in his teenage, chilling, kicking, wearing silk jamsies, learning hieroglyphics from his granddad Ramses when a whack Egyptian started whooping it up
on his homie Hebrew.
Could have called the cops, stood back, but instead
He took a big stick upside of his head. Our heads down in Egypt, our troubles are severe. Na 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 na. The stress down in Egypt increases more each year. Na 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 na.
Now word spread fast and he got all scared. He'd be better off by avoiding the pharaoh. He packed his bags thinking if he'd stay, they'd be punishing him in a capital way. Now Lord only knew, but he thought he might
Stay a while in the desert like a Midianite.
to disengage his rage and become equipped to return to his home as the Prince of Egypt.
I guess down in Egypt, no moving day is near. Na 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 na. Unless the Prince of Egypt will take us out of here. Na 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 na. Hey!
No. Let's stick with the Western.
See you guys.
A wise man once said not to be afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Who is it?
Your Highness, the king was wondering if you could make him a sandwich.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but he says that he's the king, and whatever he says goes.
Well, I'm the queen, and the king can make his own sandwich.
Okay.
You can't do this to me! I'm the queen!
Oh, you wanna bet? The king can do whatever he wants. He's the king.
And don't come back!
Don't you think that might have been a little harsh?
Oh, no way. If she got away with that, no one would listen to you.
Well, what am I gonna do now?
It looks like we're gonna have to find you a new queen.
Make me a sandwich.
This is the story of a great person. It's hard to say whether our hero was born that way or was just placed in the right place at the right time and decided to do the right thing. I suppose you can be the judge of that. Oh, and one more thing. Our hero isn't a king, just an ordinary girl.
Now, wait a minute. Essie.
Yeah?
Well, let me see if I got this. You saw your friend steal an apple.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it wasn't hers, but she took it.
Yep.
And now you don't know what to do.
Yeah, what should I do?
What do you think you should do?
Well, I suppose I should tell her it was wrong and that she should pay for it.
Sounds like a good answer.
Yeah, but I'm too scared.
Esther.
Yeah, Cousin Mordecai?
How long have I been your cousin?
Well, pretty much forever.
Give or take. Have I ever steered you wrong?
Well, no, I guess.
You never need to be afraid to do what's right. Do you remember that song your grandmother used to sing?
You mean the one about God being on our side and not having to be afraid? Yeah, I remember that one.
Good.
But what if she doesn't want to be my friend anymore?
Oh, Essie, you can do the right thing. And there are problems out there a lot bigger than stolen apples. Like that one! It's Haman. That guy hates me. I gotta get scarce.
Make way for Haman, the king's right-hand man! Hello, people of Persia! His Royal Highness, King Xerxes, finds himself, for reasons that do not concern you, in need of a new queen. So, I would like to ask all eligible young ladies to please come with me. A young lady? That means you.
If it's all the same to the king, I think I'd rather stay right here.
I did not ask you if you were interested. The king needs a queen. Get in the wagon. Essie, for your own good, you should probably go.
What? But Sir, I need to stay here so I can take care of my...
Shh! Did you shush me?
What? No, I was shushing...
Hey, I know you. You're Mordecai.
Hello, Haman.
You can call me sir. You know, we both work for the king, but compared to me, you are a gnat.
It's a G. Silent. It's Nat.
Are you calling me a gnat?
No, just correcting your pronunciation.
Are you calling me stupid?
No.
You, get in the wagon. You, bow to me.
No.
Bow.
No.
Bow.
I bow to no one except my God and my king.
Get in the wagon.
But I want to stay with my...
Did you shush me again?
No. Oi. Essie, go. I'll explain later.
Mark my words, old man. One of these days.
Mordecai? Mordecai, what's
Okay. Sorry about all the shushing, but look, Haman hates us, hates our whole family. If he knew I was your cousin, he'd hate you too. And then you could be in grave danger. Esther, you mustn't let anyone here know that you're part of our family.
But I don't even want to be here. Why do I have to be here?
Oh, Essie, I don't know the future, but God does. Maybe there's a reason. I'll come visit you again.
Tell me why I don't understand. Tell me why, or show me your hand. Tell me why, because I can't see my way through. What now should I do?
Puppies are cuddly, puppies are cute. They're never nasty or mean. I give a home to all the lost puppies. If ever one day I were queen!
Yes, that was contestant number 37, Miss Ackmetha.
What am I gonna do with all those dogs? Next!
Yes. Now, all the way from Babylon, home of the Hanging Gardens, Miss Babylon. Go ahead.
What am I supposed to do again?
A song. You're supposed to sing a song. Didn't you prepare anything?
I guess I wasn't expecting to get this far.
Well, please sing something. You're making me look bad.
Let's see.
Remember that song your grandmother used to sing?
Okay, I've got something.
The battle is not ours. We look to God above, for He will guide us safely through and guard us with His love. So do not be afraid. We need not run and hide, for there is nothing we can't face when God is at our side.
Oh, yes! We have a new queen! What's your name, dear? Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Queen Esther! Essie, I just heard the news. You're the queen of all Persia.
Yep.
Well, you gotta be at least a little excited.
Nobody even asked me if I wanted to be queen.
Oh, Essie, you always did have a mind of your own. I always liked that about you. Oh, don't worry. There must be a reason. But hey, tomorrow you'll be introduced to the court. Oi, that'll be fun. So, get some rest, Queen Essie. My cousin, Queen of Persia. Who knew?
Mordecai, the king, what's he like?
Oh, he's sharp, real sharp. I think you're really gonna like him.
Do you think she's gonna like me?
Oh, you bet she will. You're the king. Everybody likes you under penalty of death.
Well, yeah, but, you know, even if I weren't the king, say I was one of those guys who cleans up after the camels, or a lawyer or something, do you still think?
No doubt about it. You're big and strong, charming, handsome. Why, any girl in the whole kingdom would be happy to make you a sandwich. King or no king.
You really think so?
Oh, I know so.
Well, all right then. Bring her in. Huh?
Hello, King.
Who are you?
I am Big Fan, your royal chef.
Well, what are you doing here? I don't remember inviting...
Every newlywed needs a cake, no?
Oh, my. Well, that's lovely. You made that for me?
Oui.
Oh, you shouldn't have. It looks delicious. Why don't you bring me over a piece?
Well, you know, I was thinking you could come over here to eat it.
Well, I always eat right here on my throne. Why would I need to come over?
Oh, King, it's the light. The light in this particular spot is just right. You can only appreciate the full beauty of this confectionery masterpiece in their proper light.
Ooh, light, huh? Well, that makes sense, I guess. I suppose I could come over there.
Hey, who's this guy?
I am the royal chef.
I've never seen you.
I'm, new.
He made me a cake. Psst, isn't that nice?
Did you invite him?
Well, no.
Did you tell him what can happen to someone who appears before you uninvited?
Well, no. I was too busy thinking about that cake. Doesn't it look yummy?
Stop! It's a trap!
Why is there a piano on my cake?
Seize them! Hey, aren't you the Peony brothers? The most wanted peas in Persia?
That's right, we are.
And we could have taken over the kingdom if it wasn't for that meddling queen.
You saved my life.
Well, actually, Your Highness, it was the good guard Mordecai. He alerted me. It was Mordecai who saved your life.
Oh, well, Mordecai,
Ah, King! What should the punishment be for these two dangerous criminals? The most wanted peas in Persia who appeared before you uninvited and tried to drop a piano on your head.
Well, let's see. It should probably be pretty stiff, huh? What do you think?
I say the punishment should be banishment to the island of perpetual tickling.
You don't mean the island where you are tickled day and night?
Night and day!
Without stop?
Not even if you say pretty, please!
things you don't do in Persia. One of them is trying to drop a piano on a king's head. The other is appearing before him uninvited. The Peony brothers found these things out the hard way. Now, it might seem that things are going pretty well for Esther and Mordecai. After all, they saved the king's life. But Haman had something else up his sleeve. Or wherever. You see, nothing could be worse for Haman than for his enemy Mordecai to be on a king's good side. If the king liked Mordecai more than him, it might jeopardize his position as the second in command. So Haman came up with his own sneaky little plan.
Your Highness, I believe there is much to fear.
Really? Those peonies are no longer here?
A much greater danger may await you now.
How's that possible?
With permission, Your Highness, I'll tell you how.
Go on.
It's my duty to inform you, and if I'm correct, to ignore this great emergency would be neglect. It's the motto of my office, serve and protect. There are those who walk among us who show no respect.
Really?
The law must be adjusted. There are those who can't be trusted.
Oh my goodness. Tell me about these people.
A sneaky little family who do sneaky little things, who stick their sneaky noses into matters of the king. I fear if they're not dealt with, the prospect makes me weep. A zucchini-shaped sarcophagus is where you'll sleep.
Really? The nerve! I am disgusted.
There are those who can't be trusted.
That sure doesn't sound like a nice family.
Nope. Your Highness, I believe we must act with speed.
Agreed. Say the word. I'll give you what you need.
A simple solution, but you must act now.
Well, how can I help?
With permission, Your Highness, I'll tell you how.
Go on.
After careful calculation, I've got just the thing. We'll send them to the dreaded Isle of Tickling. But before I can take action, we have to close the deal. And it needs the kingly imprint of your royal seal.
I agree. They must be busted.
There are those who can't be trusted. That sneaky little family who do sneaky little things, who stick their sneaky noses into matters of the king. For crimes against the kingdom, their punishment is steep. The Isle of Endless Tickling is where they'll sleep.
The law is now adjusted
for those who can't be trusted.
Huh? What's this? Oi!
Cousin Mordecai? What is it?
Oh, he's done it! He's finally done it!
Who? Done what?
Look!
What's this?
It's an edict. In just a few days, all of us, our whole family, will be sent to the island of perpetual tickling!
What? Who did this?
Oh, who do you think? Haman! I told you he did this, and we'll all be banished!
Oh, what do you... Daisy, it is true.
Can you prove this charge?
I'm telling you, she's making it up!
Wait a minute. Well, that's Mordecai. I just gave him a parade.
Mordecai is my cousin. His family is my family.
You had me banish the man who saved my life and my own queen? For your punishment, Haman, you ought to be sent to the island of perpetual tickling along with anyone else who dares scheme against my queen and her family.
got what was coming to him, and then some. And Mordecai, this is my favorite part, he got Haman's old job. The number 2 guy in the whole kingdom. Not bad. And Esther, what a gal. She showed more courage than 10 kings and saved her people. Now, she wasn't born for greatness. She didn't go to school for it. She just learned that sometimes God has plans so big, only He can see them. All she had to do was believe. Yup, she was just a regular kid. Just like you.
Broccoli, celery, gotta be veggies.